first game here today is between the red-hot Huntley Red Raiders, scoring 8 runs last night to complete the sweep. And we also are seeing our first look at the Crystal Tidal Wave CTW in the orange and navy. First time seeing them. Let's see how they'll stack up against the Huntley Red Raiders, led by Jessica Fuller, Kylie Deegan, Sophia Erickson, and Harper Wright. Those are the 4 main players for Huntley, and we're going to get our first look at who will step up for CTW. Huntley rocking the white jerseys today with the red stripes. Obviously, Coach Ben Erickson as well, Matt S. Torino, Jeff Ledgerwood. Three of the coaches there for Huntley. On the other side for CTW, Denny White, Ricky Bacon, and Joe Dixon. Last night, our 2 games that we played were the Huntley Red Raiders taking on the Homer Heat. They won by 8 runs, biggest win of the tournament so far. And we also had the Palatine Stingrays beating the Northwest Bandits 4-1 to get their first win of the tournament. And we have plenty of games, as we mentioned, here today. Huntley Red Raiders will be the away team. They'll bat first in this opening game of day 2. Thank you to all of our sponsors here over the next couple of days. Thank you to all the students and alumni helping us out here at the Beacon Academy to make these streams possible. Kylie Deegan will lead it off for the Huntley Red Raiders. She had a great night last night. A couple of doubles for her in her first outing of the tournament. Her and Sophia Erickson, 2 leadoff hitters, had a great night last night, and we'll look to continue it off in day 2. And it looks like we're ready to start here in the top of the first. Huntley up to bat first. Kylie Deegan to lead it off for Huntley. As Ferrante for CTW will be the first pitcher out there to face Deegan. Second pitch underway, cracks that one foul over to third. That'll be strike 1 for Deegan. CTW has to be careful. Kylie, once she gets contact in her swing, it's deadly. Third swing for Deegan, cracks that one deep into right, and that'll be a fair ball. They're waving her to second. And she'll get there. Leadoff double for Kylie Deegan, continuing off where she left last night. Great way to start for the Huntley Red Raiders, as Sophia Erickson next up to bat. Gabby Zapata on deck for the Raiders. The pitch, that one high, and a foul tip there for Erickson. Her dad, Ben Erickson, one of the coaches of the Huntley Red Raiders, one of the teachers here at the Beacon Academy. As Erickson will take another pitch from Verante. Skylie, number 17, her favorite movie is The Fallout, looking to be an anesthesiologist in her future. Back-to-back foul balls there for Erickson. 1-2 count, no outs, runner at second for Huntley. The pitch right down the middle, and Erickson will foul that one way over the net. Kylie Deegan waiting in scoring position. Huntley did a great job last night with runners on second and third, sending them home. Ferrante the pitch. Erickson cracks that one high again. Erickson loves to steal bases. Had a couple of stolen bases last night. So once she gets out on base, CTW's got to be careful of the running ability of Huntley. That one cracked over to third and deep into left. Deegan will go to third, and Erickson will get a single, and the ball going to the back of the cage, and Deegan and Erickson will both advance. Miscommunication for CTW leads to our first run of the day. Kylie Deegan tagging home plate, and Erickson with a triple to start it off here today. What a way to start for Huntley. And Zapata will be in the batter's box for Huntley. Gabby swings and misses there. Good pitch from Ferrante. Erickson at third. Looking for the golden opportunity to tag for their second run. Gabby sends that one over to second. And that'll be a sac fly there for Zapata, and will send Erickson home, and that'll be 2 runs for the Red Raiders. Early 2-0 lead in this one. Danny next up for Huntley, number 40. The pitch, that one down the middle. Danny sends that over to second, and the throw is in time. That'll be out number 2 for CTW, the Waves. Good play there. And pitcher Jessica Fuller now up to bat for Huntley. Had our only home run of the tournament last night to lead it off, and was one of the reasons the Red Raiders got to their big lead, as that one is cracked over into left. That'll be a foul ball. Left field is where Fuller hit her home run last night. Raiders lead it by 2. 2 outs only in the top of the first. 0-1 count for Fuller. That one cracked, splits the gap, and that'll drop into left field. Fuller with a single to lead it off for her day. And the Red Raiders, another base runner out there. Only runner out there for Huntley. Fuller is at first. Lauren Smith now up to bat. She shows bunt and will get hit there. Automatic walk for Smith. 2 runners out at first and second for the Red Raiders. As number 8, Olivia Golishko will be up to bat for Huntley. Great hitter for this team. She's got plenty to work with here. That one wild and high. Runners will advance to second and third. 2 runners now in scoring position for Huntley, and potential to grow the lead to 4. Smith at second, Fuller at third, and Golishko ready to bat once again. Ferrante getting some words from one of the coaches of CTW. And we'll reset for another pitch. 2 outs, 1-0 count. Raiders in control so far in this one. Swing and a miss there for Golishko, right down the middle. Ferrante with her first strike at this at-bat. Another pitch, that one, another good pitch there from Ferrante. Back-to-back strikes. One more, and that'll be out number 3. And we'll get to see our first look of CTW on the offensive side. That one high there, and runners will wait on base. 2-2 count. Big pitch here for both teams. That one high and a good eye there from Galishko as she has worked it to a full count. A huge play early on in this game. Ferrante the pitch. That'll be strike 3 and out number 3. A good save there for Ferrante as runners were out at second and third and only allowing 2 runs to this Huntley team. And CTW will be up to bat in the bottom of the first. Huntley starting out with another early read as they have 2 runs scored in the first inning. Getting off to a start just like last night, as they have not trailed yet in this tournament. Looks like Jessica Fuller will continue her hot pitching streak. Make that actually Ledgerwood, number 34, Carson Ledgerwood, will get her turn pitching for the Huntley Red Raiders. Couple of changes for Huntley. First time we're seeing Ledgerwood at the pitcher's mound. Ledgerwood's favorite movie is Castaway. Good movie there from Tom Hanks, as she looks to be a college professor in her future. Be attending Prairie Ridge High School down the line, Ledgerwood will. And we'll get our first look at this Huntley defense. Did a great job not allowing a single run last night to Homer Heat. Addie Osborne will lead it off for CTW. The Waves will get their first chance and their first look at this Huntley team. And Carson Ledgerwood to pitch for Huntley. That one down the middle, that'll be strike 1. Good start there for Carson. That one wide right for Ledgerwood. Good eye there from Addie Osborne. Foul ball back into the net. That'll make it a 1-2 count early on. Good pitching so far from Ledgerwood. Huntley holding on to a 2-run lead early on in this one. No outs. That one high and a good eye there from Addie. Two count for CTW as Ledgerwood will set up for another pitch. That one high, and working the count full there is Osborne. Big pitch here for Ledgerwood. That one cracked high into left field, and the catch will be made for out number 1. Good play there for Huntley, as Lauren Smith makes the catch over in left field. Good contact early on for Addie and CTW, as we'll have our next hitter for the Tidal Waves. That one high and foul for Kendall. Ledgerwood the pitch. Good eye there from Juliana Bacon, number 5 for CTW. Her dad, Rick Bacon, one of the coaches for Tidal Waves. One-two count, only one gone in the bottom of the first. Huntley doing a good job. Still haven't allowed a run in this tournament. Foul ball again for Bacon, back-to-back for number 5. Ledgerwood doing a good job with the heat of the lineup for CTW. Two-two count for Ledgerwood. Huntley, no runners out there as Bacon pops that one over to first, and the catch will be made. Back-to-back pop flies for CTW. Estorino will get the credit for the catch there, as Juliana Tito up to bat for CTW. Foul ball there. Ferrante on deck for the Waves. Ledgerwood another pitch, that time low. Good eye there from Juliana. Juliana looking to be a detective in her future. That one cracked high, and the catch will be made by Huntley and the Red Raiders. 3 quick outs, and allowing another scoreless inning for their opponents. Great play we're seeing so far from Huntley as they keep their 2-run lead through the first inning. 2 early runs grew the lead for Huntley as they'll be up to bat once again. Special thanks to all of our sponsors, especially the Bear Family McDonald's, our season sponsor, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 35 area locations today. CTW out there on the pitcher's mound, and it looks like they'll stay with Ferrante. And let's see if CTW can shut down this Huntley Raiders offense. Ferrante, some good pitching early on. We'll look to continue it during the entire tournament, as this is the first time we're seeing CTW in the I-90 Invitational Tournament here at Judson University. Nick Martinez in the booth with the Beacon Academy, calling some of these games here for you early on this beautiful Saturday in Elgin, Illinois, as Ferrante will set. As that will be fouled by Claire, number 13. Huntley getting some good contact early on, trying to find those swings. Deegan and Erickson, the runners to score for Huntley. Ferrante the pitch, that one high, and a good eye there from Claire. One count. Another pitch loading for CTW, as that'll be high for ball number 2. Claire showing off the eye early on, at her first at-bat here today. That one inside there. That'll make it a 3-1 count. Another ball, and that'll be another base runner for Huntley. That one high, another high foul ball for the Red Raiders, and that'll make it a full count. Ferrante looking for her first out given to the Huntley Red Raiders. This is a big trip for CTW. The pitch high there from Ferrante, and that'll be a walk for Claire. And she'll head over to first as Harper Wright will get ready to bat for the Red Raiders. Carson Ledgerwood, the pitcher, on deck. Harper Wright, the catcher last night for the Red Raiders. That one will split the gap, and that'll be a fair ball over to third. Claire heading over, and she'll stay. Double for Harper Wright sends Claire over to third, and Harper will wait in scoring position once again. Huntley, 2 runners out there with no outs, and Carson Ledgerwood will be up to bat. Same situation for CTW. They can't allow these runners over in scoring position to head home for some more runs. That's a good eye there from Ledgerwood. Carson, the pitcher, to face Ferrante for the first time here today. Another good take for Ledgerwood. Walk here would load the bases. That one inside for ball 3. 3-0 count. Ledgerwood in control here for the Red Raiders. 2-run lead. The pitch for Ferrante down the middle there. Good response for CTW. Right at second. Low pitch there, and that'll load the bases for Huntley. Jalen Fuentes with 3 of her teammates out there on base. No outs and plenty to work with. Fuentes looking to add some more runs for Huntley as that pitch is low for Ferrante. Fuentes. Good eye there as runners will stay. Two-one lead for Huntley. Looking to add some more here. The pitch from Ferrante, low and inside. That'll be ball 3. .30 count. The pitch. Ball 4, and that'll be another run for Huntley. Claire will tag home plate. And the Red Raiders in control. Cara Fishman now up to bat for Huntley. As Sophia Estorino will be on deck for the Red Raiders. CTW giving up another run as the lead now grows to 3. Right at third, Ledgerwood at second, Fuentes at first. Fishman up to bat. Foul ball there for Cara. Back-to-back foul balls there for Kara. Kara's favorite movie is Shrek, as she looks to be a teacher in her future. Will be attending Huntley High School. Good take there from Fishman. That'll make it a 1-2 count. Bases still loaded, no outs currently for the Red Raiders. Fishman in control here. Cracks that one over to first. That'll get through into right field. Runner will score. Harper Wright will tag home thanks to the RBI for Fishman. And Estorino now up to bat for Huntley. Back-to-back innings with at least 2 runs scored for the Red Raiders, and Estorino will set up in the batter's box. Ferrante will get ready to face another Huntley hitter. Good eye there from Estorino. Sophia. Good eye there. Fuentes at second, Fishman at first, and Ledgerwood at third. High pitch there. Back-to-back good takes for Estorino. Another good pitch there from Ferrante. That'll be strike number 1 in this at-bat for Estorino. No outs, bases loaded, same situation as we've been seeing for Huntley. Swing and a miss there for Estorino, makes it 2s across the board. CTW looking for the first out here. Ferrante loads up again. That'll be a good pitch. CTW with the first out in the top of the second. Much needed play as the top of the order is coming up for Huntley. Kylie Deegan started with a double early in the game. Can she repeat another great hit for the Red Raiders? As the pitch from Ferrante high there. Runners still out there, bases loaded for Huntley. And one of the best hitters for the Red Raiders, trying to send some more runs in. That one high, and that'll be a foul ball for Deegan. Erickson on deck. Ledgerwood, Fuentes, and Fishman. Out there is Deegan, back-to-back foul balls. Kylie trying to find the swing against Ferrante. Ferrante looking for back-to-back outs, as that'll be high, and a good eye there from Kylie. Deegan works it to a 2-2 count, as Huntley still holds on to a 4-run lead in the top of the second. Swing and a miss there for Deegan. Great pitching for Ferrante as back-to-back strikeouts for CTW. Zapata moves on deck as Erickson will take the batter's box. Erickson came in to score a run and had a leadoff triple to start her second day and second game of the tournament. 4-0 score at the top of the second. CTW looking for out number 3. Ball 2 for Erickson. Trying to send some of her teammates home. Golden opportunity for Huntley as Erickson will foul that into right field. CTW did a good job last inning when runners were in scoring position, stopping some more runs from being scored. But a tougher situation here with Erickson up to bat and bases loaded. 3-1 count for Erickson. Sophia doing a good job working the count there. Ferrante will set up for another pitch. Erickson will foul that one into right. We'll make it a full count. And a big time pitch here for Ferrante and CTW. This would be huge for the Crystal Tidal Waves to only allow 2 runs to be scored, as that one is cracked over to second, and the out will be made. Correction, that'll be safe. Didn't tag in enough time, and that'll score another run for Huntley. Ledger Wood tags home plate. Make it 5 runs now for the Red Raiders. Zapata up to bat. Erickson, another infield hit. Good eye there from Jalen. Erickson waits at first. Fuentes at third. Fishman at second. That one a ball inside. Gabby with the good eye there. Back-to-back balls. Another pitch for Ferrante. That one high as well. 3-0 count. Huntley looking for another run in the top of the second. Three runs scored so far. And add on another one, as that'll be 4 straight runs. And Fuentes will tag home plate. Ferrante getting some words from her coach and her teammates. Looks like we'll have a pitching change for CTW. Addie Osborne will take pitcher's mound, as Ferrante will head to the dugout. Good pitching from her and CTW early on in the first, but the continued pressure that this Red Raiders team puts on a defense is huge, as Zapata, Erickson, and Fishman load the bases for Huntley. 2 outs, 1 more out needed to get through this second inning. CTW needs. And let's see if the pitching change will change some momentum for CTW, as it's all on the side of Huntley. So far in this one, Huntley 1-0 in this tournament. Got the 8-0 shutout win last night. And they're continuing their hot streak so far in the I-90 tournament. Host showing how it's done, as a strong pitch there pops up, and that'll be out number 3. Good job there from Osborne, as Addie gets a quick out to send the Red Raiders back to the dugout. 4 runs scored for Huntley. CTW trying to get something going, trying to get some momentum, trying to cut into this big lead that the Red Raiders hold on to. Huntley doing a good job in this tournament once again. Carson Ledgerwood set to pitch once again for the Red Raiders. And we'll take on some more CTW hitters. No runs scored in the first for CTW, as we want to remind you quick about Tom the Plumber Inc. Tom the Plumber Inc. is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. Ledgerwood setting up for another inning of pitching. As you can see, some of the infielders for the Huntley Red Raiders. Let's take a look real quick at a replay of CTW's third out. Popped right up, and the good heads-up play from CTW, and the catching gets out number 3. Good pitching there from Osborne to come into the game and to get a quick out, a much-needed out for her team, as Verante will lead off for CTW, as that'll be a crack into right field. Great start for the Tidal Waves. Pitcher getting something done here early on to start the bottom of the second. Abby Lawson now to bat for CTW, as that'll be a foul ball into left field. Base hit for Verante. Sets up Lawson. As that'll make it a 1-1 count for Abby. Abby looking to be an umpire in her future, as that one is close inside for Lawson. Almost getting chipped there. Lawson sets up once again in the batter's box with a 2-1 count. 0 gone so far in the bottom of the second, as that one will fall over to second, looking for the double play, and that will not be in time, but an out number 1 for Huntley, as Lawson with another base hit for CTW. Kylie Deacon making the play over at second to get the first out and send Verante back to the dugout. Pitch from Ledgerwood. That will be a foul ball for Mia Frerte. Mia, the catcher, made the play, as we saw, for the third out in the last inning. Can she help advance runners on base, as that'll be a good pitch for Carson? Right down the middle, and that'll get strike 2 and an 0-2 hole for CTW. 1 gone in the bottom of the second. Huntley still holding on to their 6-run lead, as that'll be a foul ball for Mia. Oh, 2 count. Ledgerwood still has control here as she sets up for another pitch. That'll be cracked into left field, and the catch is made for out number 2. Great play there from Lauren Smith out in left field, and Huntley staying aware, and that'll be another pop fly out for the Tidal Waves. As Kendall will set up in the batter's box. Good eye there. That'll be ball 1. One-0 count, 2 outs. Another pitch for Ledgerwood, that time a little low. CTW still has a runner out at first. Abby Lawson trying to start something for this team, trying to get some runs on the board. That one cracked over into right field. Estorino the throw, not in time, and that'll be safe over at first for another base hit for the CTW team. Make it 3 now in the bottom of the second. Riley Martin now up to hit for CTW. Runners at first and second. Ledgerwood the pitch. That time high, and runners will stay. Good defense, good awareness from Huntley. 6-run lead. CTW trying to make something happen here late in the second inning. 2-0 count. Potential to load the bases for CTW. That'll be strike 1 for Ledgerwood. A lot of good pitching on this Red Raiders team. Deep in every position, pretty much for Huntley. Swing and a miss there for Martin and Riley. First strike there. Great pitching from Carson. 2-1 count, 2 outs. Martin cracks that into center field, and that'll make it out number 3. Red Raiders, another shutout inning, as they have not allowed any team to score so far in this tournament. Saw some signs of life from CTW, make it 3 base hits, but no runs end up on the board for the tidal Waves. Give credit to Huntley's outfield play. Couple pop flies caught in center and left field. And we'll see the first full inning for Addie Osborne taking over for Skyly Verante. Thank you to Custom Heating and Cooling. Custom Heating and Cooling for all of your heating or cooling needs. Count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland, featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service. Find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. 6 runs scored for Huntley as we head to the top of the third. Middle of the lineup will be up for the Red Raiders as Osborne will set to face this tough Red Raiders team. 6 runs scored so far in this game. 8 runs scored last night for Huntley. 14 combined runs over their last couple of games. Leads the tournament in scoring and runs. CTW looking to shut out Huntley for the first time here today. Abby Lawson will set up as catcher for CTW. Osborne to pitch. Durante over at first. Bacon at second. And Mia Ferte over at third. Jessica Fuller to lead off for Huntley in the top of the third. One of the great pitchers on this Huntley team. Had a home run last night. Already has a base hit in this one. Let's see what Osborne will give her early on in the first pitch of this third inning. Fuller will take ball 1. That one low there. Back-to-back balls for Osborne. Lauren Smith on deck for the Red Raiders. as Jessica Fuller looks to get on base for the second time here today. That'll be a pop-up easy catch there for Mia. Lauren Smith now up to bat for the Red Raiders. Olivia Golishko, number 8, on deck. Good pitch there from Osborne. Already got a quick out against this Huntley team, looking for out number 2. Addie, another pitch. Smith, high fly over in the center, and the catch will be made. Out number 2. CTW looking to shut out Huntley for the first time in this one. Good eye there from Golishko, number 8 for Huntley. One of the great hitters on this Red Raiders team. Two-0 count. Looking for out number 3 is Osborne. Some good pitching we're seeing from Addie, as that'll be a foul ball. 2-1 count, 2 outs for the Red Raiders. Osborne coming in the last inning, taking over for Verante. That pitch high there, and a good eye from Golishko. 3-1 count. Osborne, another pitch. That one high, and that'll be a base on balls for Golishko. Claire Lieb will be up to bat for Huntley. Golishko will wait at first. Lieb batting Harper right on deck for the Red Raiders. Swing and a miss there for Lieb. That'll get strike 1. Six-run lead still for Huntley. CTW looking to shut out Huntley for the first time in this game. Lieb sets up once again in the batter's box, and that'll be a good pitch for strike number 2. Osborne only needs one more out as Golishko waits at first. The pitch. Lieb cracks that into left field. That'll split the gap. And another base hit for Huntley, as that'll make it 2 runners out on base. Claire and Olivia out at first and second for Huntley, as Harper Wright will set up to bat and look to load the bases once again for this Red Raiders team. Harper cracks that over to third, and another out for the Red Raiders. A good play for CTW to shut out Huntley for the first time in this game. No runs allowed against the Red Raiders. CTW showing a little bit of fight as they look to cut into the lead, as they'll be up to bat in the bottom of the third. Still only down by 6 runs. Huntley has led the entire day so far. Well, let's see if the tidal waves can change anything about that. Carson Ledgerwood will set to pitch for her third straight inning. Huntley in control so far in this one. Great camera work from our Beacon Academy crew here at this I-90 Invitational Tournament. Beautiful day outside here in Elgin, Illinois. A little chilly outside, little breeze. Perfect day outside for day 2 of some softball, as we have today and tomorrow to decide the first place winner of the I-90 Invitational Tournament. Huntley looking like a strong team to compete Sunday at 3:30 for the championship. Made it last year, looking to get back to it for the second year in a row. Carson Ledgerwood the pitch. Once again, that one cracked over to Carson right down the middle, and that'll be out number 1. Huntley, a good heads-up play and a quick first out. Frankie, number 28 for make that Charlotte Fink, number 42 for CTW. An 0-1 count, 1 out gone. Red Raiders trying to keep CTW scoreless in this one. Good eye there. Good pitch from Ledgerwood. 1-1 count. Huntley has continued the lead so far in this one, as that'll be automatic walk there for CTW. First runner out there so far in this inning for the Tidal Waves. Coaching of CTW, making sure Charlotte's okay over at first. Eddie Osborne up to bat for CTW. Juliana Bacon on deck for the Tidal Waves, as that'll be a high pitch for Ledgerwood. One runner over at first. 1 out gone, as Ledgerwood will set up for another pitch against Osborne. Right down the middle, that'll get strike 1. The 1-1 pitch for Ledgerwood got her swinging. Osborne will get strike 2. And Huntley looking to give the second out in the bottom of the third and to keep their 6-run lead. That one popped high over to second base, and the catch will be made for out number 2. A good play there from the infielder of Huntley. Kylie Deegan with the catch. And another great play from this Huntley Red Raiders team to get out number 2, as Bacon will set up for another batter. One runner currently out at first for the Tidal Waves. Bacon will set up in the batter's box once again for Ledgerwood. Bacon cracks that low and into center field. And that'll be a base hit for CTW. Runners at first and second for the Crystal Tidal Waves. Juliana Tito up to bat for CTW. Red Raiders being cautious with the 2 runners over at second and first. Ledgerwood the pitch. That one will be strike 1. Looking to get the 3rd out in this inning. Looking to keep CTW scoreless in this game. Runners at first and second. High pitch there. Skyly Ferrante on deck for CTW. That'll be a foul ball over into right for Tito. We'll make it a 2-2 count. 2 gone in the bottom of the 3rd. Runners at first and second. CTW needs a big play to happen. Tito, high ball, pop fly over to first, and that'll be out 3. 3 quick outs for the Huntley Red Raiders, and CTW can't get a run on the board once again. Credit to this Red Raiders defense and infield play, as the Red Raiders will get set to hit once again and look to grow their lead. Currently lead it by 6 as we head to the top of the 4th. I want to remind you about Daryl Barnes Photography. This timeout sponsored by Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at darylbarnes.com. Osborne set to pitch for the 2nd straight inning for this CTW squad, as Carson Ledgerwood will lead off for Huntley. As you can see, Fuentes on deck for the Red Raiders. 2 solid hitters for this Huntley team. Osborne shut out the Red Raiders in the previous inning, looking to continue some good pitching in the top of the 4th. Here we go, as Huntley and Ledgerwood will start us off in the top of the 4th. High pop fly over the net. That'll be a foul ball. Make it strike 1 for Ledgerwood. Osborne will set up for another pitch. 0-1 count. That'll be strike 2. Osborne looking for another strikeout in this one. The 0-2 pitch. Ledgerwood battles in the box for another foul ball. Carson Ledgerwood doing it all in this one. We saw Jessica Fuller do that last night, and Carson Ledgerwood following suit as she faces an 0-2 pitch from Osborne. Swing and a miss there for Ledgerwood, and an easy out for CTW. Heads up play there from Abby Lawson to make the quick out at first. Jalen Fuentes up to bat. Kara Fishman on deck for the Huntley Red Raiders. Pitch from Osborne. Fuentes will foul that one back. Jalen Fuentes got on base earlier in this one, looking to get bat there. Out on base, so she would be the first base runner in this top of the 4th. 1-1 count. One gone for the Huntley Red Raiders. Addie the pitch. Fuentes will get her second foul ball at this at-bat. Make it a 1-2 count. Looking for out number 2. CTW didn't allow a run in the last inning. Looking to continue it here as Osborne the pitch and got Fuentes swinging for out number 2. Great pitching we're seeing from Addie Osborne and CTW. 2 gone in the top of the 4th as Fishman will set up to bat in the batter's box. Sophia Estorino on deck. Fishman, foul ball over towards first. And a quick strike for Huntley. Six-run lead still for the Red Raiders. Fishman facing another good pitch from Osborne. Kara Fishman will face another pitch, that time high for Osborne. Estorino on deck. Fishman and a 1-2 pitch. That one a little low, works it to an even count. 2 gone in the top of the 4th. Osborne looking to get out number 3. And she'll make it a full count, a big pitch for both teams. Fishman against Osborne. Addie the 3-2 pitch right down the middle, and that'll make strike 3 and out 3 for CTW. Great pitching from Osborne and make it 2 innings in a row. Huntley has not scored a run. Tidal Wave looking for something on the offensive side, trying to get some runs. As they haven't scored yet through 3 innings, we'll look to do it in the bottom of the 4th as they're down by 6 runs early on in this game. Huntley has not trailed in this tournament so far as Carson Ledgerwood will set to pitch for another inning, make it her 4th straight. Carson didn't allow a run to be scored so far in her first day of pitching in this tournament. As Verante will lead us off for CTW. Still in a 6-run hole, still plenty of time to make something happen. As Ledgerwood will pitch that one for strike 1. Verante, the pitcher earlier for CTW, looking to get on base once again. Verante cracks that over towards second, and that'll be an easy out made over to Fuller at first base. Red Raiders get a quick first out, and 1 gone for CTW. .6-0 game here at Judson University. Opening game of our day 2 of the I-90 tournament. As that'll be strike 1. 0-1 count for CTW, and Abby Lawson, the catcher, will set up once again to face Ledgerwood. Carson, another pitch. That'll be cracked over towards center field. Gets over second base, and that'll be another base hit for Lawson. Mia Fouquet now up to bat for CTW. Lawson, runner at first. Lawson got on base the last inning. That one high over towards first, and that'll be a foul ball for CTW. Fiquette. And Ledgerwood got her swinging for strike 2. Ledgerwood, another pitch. That one cracked over to second, and the play will be made for 1 out. And Fiquette will wait at first. 2 outs. 2 runners gone for CTW, and Huntley looking to continue their shutout streak against opposing teams. Runner at first for CTW. Ledgerwood, another pitch. That one deep into right field. That'll get down for a base hit. Runners advancing to first and third. Kendall, number 2, with a great hit. Base hit to send Mia over to third. Fiquette will wait and look to be the first run to be scored against the Huntley Red Raiders in this tournament. 2 outs. That'll be ball 1. A good eye there from Riley Martin, number 14. Current batter for CTW. Martin shows bunt, and we'll get strike there. Wild throw, and CTW will get on the board for a run. Fiquette will score. Mia Fiquette, number 12. Some impressive base running, and that'll get the Tidal Waves on the board. High throw over to second, fell into center field, and Fiquette took off for the first run of the day for Crystal Tidal Wave. Make it now a 6-1 game. 2 gone in the bottom of the 4th. 2 outs, 2-1 count, that one wide left. Kendall at third, only runner out there for CTW. Ledgerwood, another strike, and that'll make it a 2-2 count. Big pitch here for Ledgerwood. Foul ball there down left field line over to Thirst. Riley Martin will set up once again to face Ledgerwood, a 2-2 count. That one fouled over the net. Runner at third for CTW. Already scored their first run in the bottom of the 4th. Can they add to it here? As Ledgerwood will send that one low, and that'll be base on balls for Martin. Number 28, Frankie, up to bat. Shows bunt. That'll be ball 1, and runners will advance. 2 runners now in scoring position at second and third for the Tidal Waves. 2 gone, 1-0 count. That one striked hard over into center field. 2 runners will score for the Tidal Waves and make that 3 runs scored in the bottom of the fourth. What a way to answer for CTW. A base hit there for Frankie. Cuts the lead in half to 3 runs. And the Red Raiders will talk some things over, as that's 3 quick runs to be scored in the bottom of the fourth. 2 gone, 1 runner over at first for CTW, and what a way to answer in the bottom of the fourth. Still have 1 out to work with and still have a runner over at first. Charlotte Fink up to bat. That one cracked high and over to second, and the play will be made for out 3. Huntley escapes, giving up 3 runs in the bottom of the fourth, the most they've given up this entire tournament. CTW with a little answer, and they look to make it 3 straight scoreless innings given to the Red Raiders, as CTW is on their game right now. Looks like we'll have Osborne pitch once again. We want to remind you about Rosen Hyundai and Genesis of Algonquin. This time out sponsored by Rosen and Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. If you're looking for a brand new or certified pre-owned, it's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Go to rosenhyundai.com and Genesis of Algonquin.com. 3 runs scored in the bottom of the fourth for CTW. Makes it a 6-3 game as they're down by 3 runs heading into the top of the fifth. And this Huntley Red Raiders team giving up their first runs of the tournament to opposing teams. Let's see what Sophia Estorino, leadoff hitter, will do in her first trip in the top of the fifth against Addie Osborne. Osborne, 2 straight scoreless innings she's given to the Huntley Red Raiders. CTW, little momentum on their side as Estorino will chop that over to first, and a quick out. Tito makes the play over at first. And the top of the order coming up for Huntley. Kylie Deegan set to bat up next. And Sophia Erickson on deck for the Red Raiders. Deegan had a double early on in the game. One of the runners to score in the first inning. Looking to get out on base once again. 1 gone in the top of the fifth. 3-run lead for Huntley. Deegan hit in the back there from Osborne, and Deegan will make her way over to first. And that'll set up Sophia Erickson with a runner over at first. Deegan at first, Erickson up to bat, Zapata on deck for the Huntley Red Raiders. That's a situation. 1 gone. The pitch from Osborne. Erickson will crack that into foul territory, deep into left. Good contact early from Erickson. She'll work with the 0-1 pitch. Osborne still hasn't given up a run in her 2 full innings of pitching. Erickson, high fly over to second base, and the catch will be made for out number 2. Good pitching from Osborne and good communication as Bacon will make the catch over at second. Gabby Zapata up to bat for Huntley. Osborne, 2 quick outs given. And a good pitch there from Addy. Kylie Deegan still over at first for Huntley. Trying to advance into scoring position and trying to grow the lead as Huntley still holds on to a 3-run lead in the top of the 5th. One count for Gabby. Pitch here from Osborne. Zapata cracks that over into center. That'll get down for a base hit. And that'll send Deegan over to third. Much needed hit from Gabby Zapata, and Kylie Deegan will head over to third base. Runner now in scoring position for the Red Raiders. Number 35 with a big single right there. Two outs. And Danny, number 40, will set up for Huntley. That over into foul territory. Runners across the diamond for Huntley at first and third. Deegan and Zapata. Osborne the pitch. That one struck hard over into left field. Back-to-back foul hits for Danny. And let's take a look at the last infield hit for Zapata. Strong strike over into center field. Got her a base hit and send Deegan over the third. The speed from Kylie Deegan got more runners on base as that will get down for a base hit. Zapata to third and Deegan to score. RBI single for Danny. Grows the lead back to 4. Make it 7-3 now in the top of the 5th. And Jessica Fuller set at bat here. Lauren Smith on deck. CTW struck first in the bottom of the 4th. Huntley striking back here in the top of the 5th as that catch will be made for out number 3. CTW giving up only 1 run in the last 3 innings now. Scoring 3 runs in the bottom of the 4th. And they'll look now to put some more runs on the board and cut into this lead as they're down by 4 runs halfway through the 5th. Good pitching from Addie Osborne. Only giving up 1 run is impressive against this Huntley Red Raiders team. Now CTW has a chance to answer. A lot of action going on, and a lot of action thank you to the Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 30 area McDonald's restaurants today. Ledgerwood will pitch once again, make it 5 straight innings for Carson Ledgerwood, as this Huntley Red Raiders team gave up 3 runs their last time facing this CTW squad. Looking to change it in the top of the 5th. Ledgerwood, another pitch. And Addie Osborne, pitcher-on-pitcher action, will lead off for CTW in a 1-0 hole right now. That'll be the first strike for Ledgerwood. Osborne has pitched to perfection. Let's see if she can get on base here. What will Ledgerwood give her? That'll be a wild low pitch for Carson. Make that a 2-1 count early on in the bottom of the 5th. 7-3 game. Huntley has led the entire way, but CTW has had the answer so far in these last couple of innings. That'll be a foul ball over in left field. 2-2 count. Bottom of the 5th. Carson Ledgerwood with some good pitching so far in this game. Swing and a miss, and that'll get strike 3. Retires Osborne right there, and Carson Ledgerwood gets the leadoff hitter. Juliana Bacon now up to bat for CTW. Tidal Waves looking to answer as they're down by 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th. This game getting ready to close as we're close to reaching our 75-minute time limit for these games here. And a last effort for CTW needed to come back in this game. Only down by 4 runs. At one point down by 6. Cut into the lead big time in the bottom of the 4th. Ledgerwood will set up once again against Bacon. That one will be cracked over to second, and a great play made from the Red Raiders to get out number 2 and to stop any base runners from getting out there for the CTW. Tito up to bat for CTW will face Ledgerwood. That one will get strike number 1 for Ledgerwood. 0-1 count, 2 outs, 7-3 game. Ledgerwood the pitch, and that'll be a walk there. Hit by pitch, and that'll be the first base runner out there for CTW. Ledgerwood, the pitch to Ferrante, and that'll get down into right field. Runner heads over to third, and safe will be Tito. Juliana Tito will wait at third thanks to the single from Ferrante. And another big inning brewing for the CTW. Abby Lawson now up to hit. Ferrante will head over to second. Now make it 2 runners in scoring position for CTW. Ledgerwood the pitch. That'll be a fair ball for Lawson. Throw is in time to get out number 3. What a play there from Huntley. And that'll end the game. 7-3 final, and Huntley advances to 2-0 in the I-90 Invitational Tournament. Highest run score for them in this tournament, 7-3 your final. 7 runs put up in the board for Huntley. CTW had a couple chances to come back in this game, but Huntley just continued pressure play. Gives them their 2nd win of the tournament. CTW will start 0-1 so far in the I-90 tournament here at Judson University. Game number 1 of day 2 here at Judson University in Elgin, Illinois. Nick Martinez in the booth. We'll be back for another game coming up in just a moment.
The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 30 area McDonald's restaurants today. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Go to rosenhyundai.com or genesisofelgonquin.com. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. Featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service, find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. Tom the Plumber, service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at darylbarnes.com.